Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you would like to know how I did my DIY lash lift at home, then keep on watching. So this is the lash kit that I bought from Amazon. It does come with everything that you need. It has a lash glue, perming solution, a fixation solution, nutrition bottle, which is kind of like a castor oil for your lashes, as well as a cleanser to get the glue off. It also comes with lash lift pads, and it has multiple sizes. I just chose the M3 because it fits my eye shape the best. It comes with this comb. As far as other materials that you need, I would personally prefer to use my own lash glue because the one that is provided is not the best. And you also need some micellar water or like makeup remover. You need a few spoolies, or well, these are not spoolies, these are kind of like the lip gloss little applicators, as well as some cotton pads. And let's get on with the tutorial. So first things first, we're going to be choosing our lift pads, and I'll be using the M2 because I feel like it just gives the most perfect lift for me. So what I'm going to do is, instead of using the lash glue that comes in a kit because I find that it's too watery, doesn't really like stay well, I'm going to be using my trusty lash glue. This one is from Lash Couture. It is the strip lash adhesive, and what I like to do is I just directly apply the glue onto my eyelid. This glue is amazing. It makes my lashes stay on all day, even in water and wind. So we're going to let it get a little tacky, and then we're going to be putting the lash pad right on top. So we're going to try to get it like really close to our lash line and hold it until the lash glue completely dries. Okay, I look ridiculous right now, but the next step is to put lash glue directly on top of the lift pads. Then taking one of these tools that comes in the kit, we're going to be brushing our lashes up onto the lift pads. I like to use the blunt edge just to get all the lashes up on there first. This takes a lot of concentration, so bear with me. You should really take your time with this because depending on how you lay your lashes, that's how the perm is going to look. So you really want it to be perfect, so take your time. By the way, I'm using the brushy end now to kind of separate the lashes a little bit and kind of move it around. Okay, so we're gonna let the glue set a little more to further secure our lashes into the position that they're put into. I mean, obviously, if you have somebody else do this for you, you don't have to look as ridiculous as I do doing one eye at a time. But since nobody's here to help me, you gotta help yourself. So first thing, I'm going to start with number one. It is the perming solution. So I'm taking it onto the spoolie thingy. I'm dipping it right into the solution. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the Q-tip around so I deposit most of the perming solution at the base of the lash, like so. And if you guys are wondering, I have some black stuff on the spoolie because I had mascara on. So that is why. I promise you it's a brand new spoolie. So you really want to coat everything really well, saturating the base of the lashes the most. Okay, so like any perming situation, you kind of have to bake it. So what we're going to do is take this little saran wrap that we cut out, and I'm going to be placing it directly on top of that. And then I want to use my hand to kind of cover the eye and kind of warm up the solution a little bit. We're going to set a timer for 15 minutes and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we are back and let's ready to take this off. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna discard this. We're gonna take a clean cotton pad with some micellar water. This one is from Simple. And we're going to be wiping off the excess perming solution off of our lashes. Surprisingly, the perming solution doesn't sting at all. Like, I could open my eyes and it doesn't really bother me. So next up is to use number 2 in the kits. It is labeled Fixation, and what it does is that it stops the perming solution, so your lashes are not constantly still perming. I'm taking it on a clean spoolie again. I'm dipping right into it, and pretty much we're going to apply it to our lashes the same way we did with the perming solution. I'm going to twirl as I go. And this consistency is slightly thicker. It's kind of like a conditioner type of texture. Make sure to get the very bottom ends because we need to stop the perming solution. If not, it might burn off your lashes, so be really generous with this because we don't want our lashes to be burned off because the perming solution is still going on, it's still activated. So this is like kind of a deactivator for your perming solution. And we're going to be putting another layer of saran wrap on top. Put a hand over it to create some heat, and then I'll be right back in 15. Okay, we are back, and let's take this baby off. Okay, so we're going to wipe off the excess again. Okay, so final step is to go into number 3 of the kits. It is labeled Nutrition, and this is kind of like a castor oil kind of thing for your lashes, so it kind of protects them from the damages. It's filled with like nutrients, so I usually just take it on a spoolie and I kind of just coat it really generously. Honestly, this lash kit from Amazon is not like the best that I've used just because the lash glue is kind of useless. It doesn't really stick onto anything. I've tried it before, but I would say for the price point, get it and try it, but I would just use a different lash glue. Wow, you can tell how intense the lashes are. Even with castor oil on top, it still kind of stays up like that. And I find that this perm usually lasts for about like 4 to 5 weeks or so. 5th week, you would see some of the lashes kind of like falling straight, but it doesn't really bother me. I would say, you know, do it once a month or to your liking, but I really enjoy doing my own lash lifts at home because I find that with my work schedule, I kind of just scramble to leave in the morning and I don't have time to like perfectly curl my lashes every time. And I find that sometimes when I'm like brushing in the morning, I would kind of like clip off my lashes accidentally with my curler, and so I usually do a lash lift so I could skip the whole curling process and just put on mascara and go. I'm gonna let the oil sit for a little bit and then I'll be putting on mascara so you can see the full effect of our DIY at home lash lift. Okay, so I had just wiped off the oil from the lashes and now I'll be putting on mascara to show you guys the full effect of our DIY at home lash lift. I'm going to be using some of my heavier mascaras because with this lash lift, it doesn't really matter what the consistency or how good or high-end your mascara is. So what I'll be using today is this e.l.f. Lash It Loud volumizing mascara. I don't really like the formula because I find that it's a little too wet. The consistency is actually not the best out there and the brush itself doesn't really help with the situation, but for the sake of this lash lift video, I'll be showing you with this mascara because it is quite heavy. So we're going to be going in with a few coats. I do like the silicone brush because it's like stiff enough to kind of separate the lashes for me. So I do like that about the brush, but I feel like it doesn't really deposit the product well, if that makes sense. Like I'm coating my lashes, but it's not really like coating. And so this does take a little working to get it really nice and thick. For my lashes, I usually go in with like a drier mascara because I want the curls to hold, but because we do have a lash lift, we don't really need a drying mascara. So I'll be just going in with this one or any one that you choose, it doesn't really matter. Wow, look at that. It is insane. And then I'm just gonna put another coat on this eye. Okay, so that's it for today's lash lift video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching how I maintain my lashes. Don't forget to subscribe, it would mean the world to me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.